This is the true first test video, I think. So what do I want to talk about? Shit, what do I not want to talk about? I guess for an inaugural sort of episode, I think I should talk about something reasonable. Which, I mean, I guess what is that, man? I want to talk about a drink. I don't know. What do I care about? What do I care about? Well, I mean, I've kind of come to the opinion that the only thing that matters is love. You know, and all things sort of sprout out of the fact that, you know, if you don't love, you can't care, which you might disagree with me on that, but I don't think you really can. Because what does love sprout out of? It sprouts out of, you know, the fact that you don't want other people to die as soon as you see them, which you might. Shit, I've been there. I have a lot of hate in my heart, but I also got a lot of love, which is pretty fucking gay, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. You know, look, I'm about to turn 22, so you might call me an uncle, you might call me young. I'm at the area where it's like, I don't really care because I've been alive long enough to have some evil affect me, you know. A lot of evils come into my life, but also a lot of good has. And, you know, you can't disregard the, you can't turn all of the, you know, you can't, if a lot of good and a lot of evil has happened in your life, you can't disregard one or the other. If you lie and say that nothing bad has happened, you know, you're a stupid bitch. But if you also lie and say that, you know, nothing as good has happened, when in fact good has happened, you know, you're a liar. You know, the good and the bad come together. They're, you know, yin and yang, same side, different sides of the same fucking coin. It is what it is, you know. I shouldn't do that. That probably sounds fucking loud as hell. That's me tapping my Zippo on the table, on my desk. I'm smoking a fucking unfiltered Pall Mall right now because I hate my life. You know, I think there needs to be somebody out there that kind of just says what, you know, what it is. You know, I've lived pretty rough. You know, I've lived easy. I've lived rough. I've lived easy. You know, think of me as oh shit, probably people watching this don't even know Leafy or, you know, Filthy Frank. Y'all fucking young as hell. Sorry, that's me giving my microphone cancer. But we all need kind of like bad eggs that we kind of consume because they're entertaining, but we don't base our life off them because we know it's kind of like a character. And when I get drunk, I play a character, and I'm drunk as shit right now. I'm drinking a 40, a Steel Reserve, 40 Old English. Now I'm drinking Gallo Family Pinot Grigio, brother. Which is, you know, the cheapest wine that actually has a cork in it, maybe. I guess I gotta actually play this fucking game. This game that's probably about as old as half of you fucks. Whatever, man. No one's gonna actually watch this shit. This is for my own inside head. Let me check and see. Because with this shit, I have a limit of 10 minutes. So I'm bringing back the old YouTube where every video is 10 minutes long. Or about then. And yes, I'm smoking inside. And yes, I'm in attic of my family home that I grew up in. So what? Society's so fucked up. I mean, like, I'm about to graduate with a college degree in about a year, and I'm fucking door dashing. I was a waiter for a while, but my boss didn't hire me back because I'm seasonal. You know, I live in the Midwest. I live in a Midwest city that's about to be Gary, Indiana. You can probably guess. I live in the great state of well, I shouldn't say, but I live in a state that's been historically very conflicted, because we were one of the only states that during that thing they call the Civil War, we were too confused to actually figure out what side we stood on. You know, we're in a Mark Twain state, you know. But I think starting a YouTube channel, which is something that, you know, I started a couple years ago. It didn't get anywhere because I didn't know what I was really doing, and I was copying this old style video that doesn't really exist anymore, where it's just you know, some white loser talking over gameplay. But they're all most of them. This is guy Luna. He might be dead. I don't know. But I guess this is a sort of thesis statement. And I might record fucking 10 videos tonight and just post a bunch of them. Because I don't really care. I need to figure out how long 10 minutes is. There's probably a better way to do this, where I just set a timer on my phone, and then I cut out where it ends. You know, oh no, that's 2 hours and 10 minutes. Shit. That's not what I want. I want 2 minutes flat, baby. Also, don't look at my background. It is Emperor, you know, the God Emperor Hirohito. But, you know, you gotta watch, I sometimes get George Carlin and Dan Carlin kind of confused, which is stupid, because they're totally different. But it's, oh shit. Fuck. That's disappointing. I accidentally fucking killed myself. Wow, it's just like real life, you know, man. It's just, you know, that's just how it is. Sometimes a zombie eats you ran. Sometimes you shoot a fucking ray gun into your own toes and die.